up in the top and a couple
Okay,
of
guys.
vents at the end.
City of Greendale Board of Public Works, August 25th, 2025, 5 p.m. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. It's going to be a short meeting tonight, so as you all are aware, we had a pump go out, and as I understand, it's a very important pump, and our backup is now in the pit, and we don't have a backup.
Yep.
So this is for the Valley Woods lift station, which does that take all? Is that all of
Yes.
Valley Rural? Is that all
Yes.
VRUC?
Yeah,
Everything comes through there.
everything comes down. Even I don't think they tie in out by the front gate at all, do they? State Line Road. Everything I think gets pumped up to their.
Comes up to there.
Yeah, and it comes all.
Opening road, the trailer court there, that's coming down to the station.
There's not a whole lot of. I mean, there's obviously Valley Woods, but the vast majority of the flow is Valley Rural Utilities that comes in there.
Well, I saw it was a 60 horsepower. That thing must be a monster.
It's a big one.
Pretty big. Okay. Well, Sean, anything you want to add to this?
Talking to her, I didn't put this on, but 4 to 6 weeks delivery through
Strafer.
Okay. She checked with that and she gave 4 to 6 weeks. A lot sooner.
And it was all apples to apples comparison, right?
Yep.
Okay, 4 to 6, and it's not gonna be some rehabbed, it's a brand new pump. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that price was, I guess, a little shocking, but it's been a minute since I bought one of them, you know?
You didn't think they went down, did you?
No, I know they didn't, but I can't remember I'm sure I've got folders over there on all the stations. You probably can find some old invoices for brand new 60s, and I bet they were probably half, or at least maybe 15 grand, 12 grand, not that many years ago. I mean, it's just like they've doubled in price almost.
Well, welcome to inflation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's just insane, it seems.
And the only reason we're buying is because Steve kept rebuilding those 1990 pumps.
Yeah.
Now you can't rebuild them anymore.
Well,
Not a
you know
part.
what?
But it worked
Yeah,
all these years.
Well,
got a lot of miles out of it.
there was, in those, like the ones we had a whole bunch of, was the Ridge and the Tanner stations.
40 horsepower.
The 40s, and that, I remember there's a book down there that Charlie started to keep about serial numbers and rehabbing them, and it got to the point like you bought a brand new one, it would last some years, and all of a sudden you'd get it rehabbed and it might last 3 years or something. All of a sudden, when it started breaking like every other year, it's like, okay, we're done.
Uncle.
I think we were all using Hess and Aurora too for a while, and they had a good thing going down there. And then when the old guy quit and the younger son or whatever,
Oh, he'd rewind them?
quality control went downhill.
Yeah.
The guy would rewind them. Yes, I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I told you before, I mean, those guys put a lot of stops and maintenance in there, and there's no other options down the road, I mean, if you had to start building again, would you divide that flow up, or is it so much of it from Valley Rural that that'd make any difference?
Yeah, I don't know what you could do. I mean, we've done a lot of improvements there. It used to just be on, like, we put a drive on it, so it's the most efficient as it can be. If Valley Rural could just still fix some of their I&I, I mean, you still are getting 1 million gallons a day when it rains
When
like
it
hell,
rains,
right?
Yes, sir.
How many millions of dollars do they spend on their system up there to try to get rid of the I&I?
Probably $20, who knows?
Wow.
They'll tell you anything.
They stuck a lot of money in their sewer systems up there, but man,
They
they used to
did.
just blow the doors off of that pump station.
Does it pump all the way back up to like Ameristop, like
Yeah.
right behind
It,
Ameristop?
it dumps into a gravity manhole right across from Hartwell's house,
Yeah.
right before it goes in the
Vortex.
Yeah, it's in our new.
They had installed that vortex
Yeah.
in there, that new manhole, real deep. It's like 22 feet deep or
Yeah.
something like that. Goes underneath the train tracks, hits the other side real deep.
There's a set of prints over there from, I think, the mid-'80s is when Valley Rural, that was pre-Greendale being out there, but Rupel's dad and them put that all together, and Installed that pump station at the bottom of the hill, and it was just a 6-inch force main, I think, that pumped all the way up to that manhole, and they jack and bored underneath Bellevue and the railroad tracks. And we TV'd those lines, and those lines, it kept me up at night, Andrew, I swear. If anything ever happened with that pipe, you can't take buckets and go across the railroad tracks. You still have that line as a backup, right?
Yes, and they tried to get up there to camera it from the trailer park end, but the ground was soft and they were burying their truck. It's like,
Yeah.
stop. I'm not dealing with trying to replace this guy's his dirt going up behind the storage place. So we're gonna try and do it this fall when it's a little harder.
Just always keep that as a spare
Yep.
there, so.
Yeah, we're gonna camera that going up to that other manhole.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve Strafer Pump and Supply for a 60-horse, 460-volt, three-phase pump, Meyer pump for $23,375.80.
Got a first, do I have a second?
Second.
Got a first and second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, thank you. Okay, also, we interviewed, we put together a steering committee, and we interviewed 3 engineers, HWC, Bearbecker, and Rezo Engineering for the Stellar program, Ridge Avenue project. We have yet to talk money. What the whole interview about was their ability to do the work.
Most qualified.
Yes, most qualified. So everybody had their own scoring. We sent it out to SERPC, Southeastern Indiana Regional Planning Commission. They scored it, came back with their recommendation was to go with HWC Engineering based on the scores of the interviews. So I just need to approve Board of Works using HWC Engineering for our Stellar grant.
And I think you probably ought to talk a little bit about, going with Board of Works from the standpoint of engineering, because
Sure.
all the improvements are gonna be down there.
Right.
The whole concept of the program is to do streetscape type work down on Ridge, down on Lower Ridge, as I call it, and try to make improvements to that. That's a fair statement, right?
Oh, I think so, yes,
So-
yes. This it definitely is a Board of Works project.
So I've got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
You said you hadn't talked about money at all. So you've selected them. I guess my question is, where does the discussion on money come in? What they can accomplish or what you're.
I think it's based on the project's overall
Okay.
cost.
Well, I think what you're gonna end up doing is going through negotiations with them.
Right.
For a scope of work, and then you either agree or don't agree on a value and a scope of work. And if you can't come to an agreement, then potentially you would probably have to go to number 2, to
Gotcha.
mayor.
Okay.
That's typically how those RFQs work, and it's part of the process when you're picking firms to do this type of stuff with the state of Indiana. You have to go through this qualifications-based selection system. But you're not supposed to be talking money, their hourly rates or nothing like that. It's strictly based on qualifications. Then you sit down with them and discuss.
You may or may not be able to.
Exactly.
Do those negotiations, does the scope of work change as part and parcel of those negotiations? I mean, since, you've chosen these guys, would you adjust the scope of work in order to be able to, it's either they're in or they're out?
I don't think so. I think you guys, I wasn't
I
wasn't at the very beginning, the genesis of this stuff, but you guys have an idea of what you want done down there, so that is what they've asked in all 3 firms when they had a pretty good idea of what
Yes,
the vision was
right.
with the Stellar, so.
Yeah, there's some information in here from, the 2023 Preservation and Main Street Development Plan, so.
Yes.
So here's my next question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that grant, Stellar grant, is that solid? Do you know, is it safe?
Is the money there?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We were told it is. Now, is the next one? Most likely not. It's been told they probably won't have any more. So, yeah. But these Stellar grants went away for a while, like 2 years, and then they just came back, and we were lucky enough to land one of them, as you know.
Yeah.
So, one of two counties. So,
Mayor, 2
yes.
questions. Well, first of all, on this, somewhat paralleling Linda's question, if the prices come back double, Steve's, then do you pare back what our expectations are? Is a Stellar grant for so much money or so much?
Yes, Stellar
Okay.
grant is for, it's roughly 2.75 million.
Okay.
Yes.
And the other question I have is, does getting a Stellar grant trump any community crossing grants somewhere in the future?
No.
Okay.
Completely separate,
Yeah.
different things, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And at least my 2 cents is, again, like Andy said, in that booklet, there's that Main Street vision. And I think, one way or another, that they want to, complete that vision. So I would hope that, we would stick to our guns to do that. And if some firm is wanting big money to do that, I think we would have to consider going to the other firm, because we sure don't want to be throwing money out the window. We want that vision to be realized.
Right.
That's my 2 cents with that.
Well, had Main Street not done that comprehensive study, their comprehensive plan, so to speak, we could not even have gone after this grant. That's what gave us the ability to even chase the grant. So.
Gotcha.
Yep. So I just need Board of Works approval to select HWC Engineering to enter into negotiations for the Stellar project.
I so move, based on the scoring and the recommendations from SERPC, that Greendale entertain entering into contract with HWC for the Greendale Stellar Ridge Avenue Streetscape project.
Okay, I have a first, I have a second.
Second.
Got a first and a second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Wonderful, perfect. All right, motion to adjourn?
Motion.
First and second, all in favor say aye.
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 So, Garen was telling me, see
What
you
else
guys.
do you have tonight? Planning commission?
Planning, yes, yep.
Um,
Good night, guys.
he's got,
Yep.
he's got this